This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to share with you this new roulette system. It's called the Triangulation Revelation, and this is from one of my subscribers, Clyde. He said that this has been winning every single day in the casino. I cannot wait to share this with you, and today we're going to put his system up against System 9, which is an incredible roulette system. I'm going to show you how to use both of these systems to make money in the casino, and let's go ahead and get started with System 9 first, and we're going to use $10 units for it today. We're going to start on black, 410. The timer's set, and here we go. That is a 27 red, and that's a loss. So anytime we get two colors in a row, we're going to sit out until that stops. So we have two reds in a row. We're going to wait until that stops, and I'm going to share with you why, and it's really genius. And that's a 33 black. Okay, so it's time to bet again. Now we're going to bet on red, and instead of 10, we're going to bet 20. So we're making money off of the opposite color or the chop, and we're going to make sure we don't lose with streaks of colors. And we lost again, but that's okay. Now we're going to sit out until the black streak ends, because now we've had two in a row. That's our trigger, two in a row of a color, and that's an 18 red. Okay, it's time to bet again. So now we're going to bet on black. We always bet on the opposite color, but instead of 20 this time, we're going to bet 40. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. Let's see what we get here. And that is a 13 black. And that's a win. Fantastic. So you can see we're up 10 now. And what we're going to do now is bet on red for 10, because we always bet on the opposite. And let's go ahead and spin. And if it gets real choppy and goes back and forth red and black, we're going to make a lot of money. That's a 6 black. And that's a loss. Since we have two color in a row, we're going to sit out until that color streak ends. So the only way to have a long color streak, which is the opposite of the way we're making money, is to continue on, but we're not doing that. In fact, we're going to sit out and we're going to spin until this black color streak ends, which would be the way that we would lose, and we're not going to let that happen. So that's a 27 red. Okay, it ended, so it's time to bet again. We always bet on opposite, so we'll be on black for 10. Let's go ahead and spin here, and here we go. That's a 4 black. And I think that one actually was supposed to be 20. I'm sorry about that. We'll be on red for 10 now. Let's go ahead and spin here, because you basically leave off where you were before, and that's a 0. Okay, and when you get a 0, then you basically have to spin until you get another color here. So let's do that, and our next bet will be 20, not 10. And that's a 22 black, so it's time to bet red. And let's do that and spin. There we go. And that's a 9 red. I believe that's a win. Fantastic. So when you get the win, you go back to 10, and you always bet on the opposite. So we'll be we're up 20 right now, and let's go ahead and spin again here with System 9. That's a 35 black. And that's a win, so we'll just switch back to red for 10. And hopefully it goes back and forth for a while. We're up 30. And here we go. And that's a 9 red. That's another win, so we go back to black. Again, we're making money off the chop. We're up 40. And the way that we would lose with, which is a bunch of colors in a row, can't happen because we're not betting when the color streak starts. So we'll go back to red now for 10. Now we're up 50. Let's go ahead and spin again here. Let's see what we get. That's a 24 black. Okay, and we have a loss. That means a color streak has started. So before we place our $20 bet, we're going to make sure this black color streak ends. Here we go. And that's a 00. So we need to spin without betting and get another color here, and we'll bet on the opposite. That's a 24 black. Okay, so now we're going to put a $20 bet on the opposite of black, which would be red. All right, let's go ahead and spin here. And we lost that one. So that's a 33 black. That's two colors in a row. That means we sit out before we place our $40 bet. And we're going to make sure the black color streak ends first. And it did not, so we didn't lose anything. So we just spin again. And even if there were 15 or 20 in a row of one color, it wouldn't hurt us at all. That's a 30 red. Okay, it finally ended. So now we're going to place our $40 bet on the opposite, which would be black. Let's go ahead and spin here. And we're almost 5 minutes in out of 15 with system 9. That's a 3 red. So now before we place our $80 bet, we're going to sit out. And we're going to make sure the red color streak ends. So let's do that now. That's a 13 black. And it ended. So it's time to bet again. That means we're going to bet on the opposite, which would be red for 80. All right, let's go ahead and spin here. Let's see a red number. Come on. And that's another loss. So before we place 160, we're going to wait for this black color streak to end. And let's go ahead and spin here. And let's see what we get. It's a 22 black. So again, we're not going to lose on this color streak. We're going to wait till it ends. And here we go. That is a 22 black. So again, the way you can really lose with this is if you get a long color streak, but we're not betting on those, so we're not losing. Okay, it's finally time to bet again. And we're going to bet on opposite as usual. We're going to be on black for 160. All right, let's go ahead and spin. And we got it. That's a 29 black. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're back up 60. We'll be betting on red for 10, which is the opposite. And if a color streak starts, we're going to sit out till it ends. That's a 34 red. And that's a win, so we'll switch to black for 10. We're up 70 now, and let's see if we can get the chop going here, which would be the back and forth between red and black. That's a 34 red, and a new color streak started. So before we place our $20 bet, we're going to make sure that red color streak ends. And that's a 35 black. It did end, so we're going to always bet on opposite. You can see we did have a $10 bet. Now it's going to be 20, but it'll be on red because you always bet on the opposite. So here we go. And that's another loss. That's a 4 black. A new color streak started. So before we place our $40 bet, we're going to make sure that streak ends. So let's do that. That's a 21 red. And the streak ended. So we'll be betting opposite for 40 on black. And let's go ahead and spin. Let's see a black number here. Okay, we got it. 8 black. So let's check our balance. Okay, we're up 80 now, and we'll be betting on red, which would be opposite. We don't have 2 colors in a row, so we can keep betting here. And that's a 2 black. A new color streak has started, so before we bet 20, we're going to sit out. Make sure that that color streak ends, and here we go. That's a 27 red, and it did end. So now we'll bet opposite for black on 20. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. 8 minutes in out of 15. That's 11 black. That's a win, so we go back to 10, bet opposite. We'll be on red for 10. We're up $90 so far with System 9 here, and I can't wait to share with you the new System of the Day by Clyde coming up here, so make sure you stick around for that one. It's going to be great. And we're up 100. We'll bet opposite for 10. Ooh, a 0. Okay. So when that happens, you just spin without betting until you get another color, and then we're going to go from 10 to 20. That's a 13 black. So we'll go red for 20. And spin. Here we go. We're almost 9 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 9 red. That's a win. So now we go black for 10. When you win, you start over. And we're up $110 so far. And that's a 6 black. Another win, so we go back to red. And let's hope that it continues on the chop. We're up 120, and the chop is back and forth between red and black. That's a 36 red. That's another win, so now we're up 130. We'll be on black now for 10. And again, if you get 2 in a row of a color, you sit out. and make sure it ends. That's a 33 black. That's another win. So we're getting a real nice chop going here. We're on red for 10. We're up $140. Fantastic. Here we go. It's a 23 red. That's another win. And man, this chop is really helping us. We're up 150 now. Let's go ahead and spin. And this is a $2,000 bankroll system, but you can also do this with dollar bets and a $200 bankroll. So remember that, and that's a win. So we'll go back to red, and we're really taking advantage of the chop now. We're up $160, so we're just going to keep it going until it ends. And that's a 25 red. Look at that. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so we're up 170. And we'll be on black now for 10. And we've had the chop going for a while. This is pretty cool. That's a 35 black. And it's still going. Look at that. Everything on the left-hand side is a chop. That's pretty cool. So we'll be back on red for 10 now. Here we go. We're 10 minutes and 40 seconds in out of 15. That's a 33 black. Okay, there's a loss. That means a color streak started. So before we place our $20 bet, we're going to make sure that color streak ends. That's a 21 red. And that streak ended, so we bet opposite, which is black for 20. All right, here we go. All right, we got it. 24 black. That's good to see. So now we're up $190, and we'll be on red for 10. Betting opposite still, as always, and we're 11 minutes, 15 seconds in out of 15. That's a 2 black. Okay, that's a loss. That means a color streak has started, so we're going to make sure that ends before we bet again. Here we go. It's a 24 black, and it did not end, so we just keep spinning until that black color streak ends, and even if there's 20 in a row, it won't hurt us any. And that's 11 black there. That's another one. So we just spin again. So the main way that you can lose with this is with hitting a bunch of one color in a row, and we're not going to bet on those. So finally, it's time to bet again. We'll place 20 on black. And let's go ahead and spin here. Always bet on opposite. There we go. We got the win. So now we'll go red for 10. When you win, you go back to 10. We're up 200. And let's go ahead and spin here. We're a little over 12 minutes out of 15. And there's a double zero. That's definitely a loss. So we spin again without betting. And then we'll bet opposite for 20. Okay, that's a 36 red. So we're going to bet opposite, which is black for 20. All right, let's go ahead and spin here and see what we get. There we go. That's a 26 black. That's a win. So we'll go red for 10 now. And we're up $210 already with System 9. We're 12 minutes, 45 seconds in. That's a 34 red. It's another win. Let's see if we can take advantage of the chop again. We're up 220. And let's go ahead and spin again here. Here we go. That's a 29 black. All right, we're back on the chop. I like it. Red for 10. We're up 230 now, and let's take advantage of this chop while it lasts. And it ended. That's a 22 black. So a new color streak has started, so we sit out, and before we place our $20 bet, we're going to make sure that color streak ends. That's a 9 red. Okay, it ended, so we'll be on black for 20. Since that color streak ended, we're 13 and a half minutes in out of 15 with System 9 Roulette. That's a 23 red. That's a loss, so before we place our $40 bet, we're going to make sure the red color streak ends. So let's do that now. That's a 1 red. Even if there's 20 in a row red, it won't hurt us at all. And then we'll get back to making money on the chop again. Here we go. That's a 15 black, and I believe it just ended. It did, so now we'll be back on red for 20. All right, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 13 black, and that's a loss. So now we're going to spin without betting till the black color streak ends. And that's a 15 black. So we're going to We're going to keep waiting here until the black color streak ends, and then we'll place our bet. It's a 30 red. Okay, it finally ended. So you can see before we had 20. Now we're going to be on 40, but we'll be on black instead of red. Let's see if we can get the win. Here we go. That's a 9 red. That's a loss. So now we have a new color streak. We're going to spin without betting until it ends. That's a 32 red. It did not end, so we'll just spin again here. And this is awesome when you keep hitting colors in a row, when that's the main way that you're able to lose. And we're just clipping right along here. So you can see we're still up 140 even after those losses. And let's see how long this red color streak ends. Man, we're saving all kinds of money here. Let's spin again. So you don't lose on the whenever you have a lot of colors in a row. And when you are on the chop, you basically continue to make money. We were at 40. Now we're going to go to red for 80. Here we go. And we lost that one. Okay, so now we started a black color streak. We're going to spin again until that black color streak ends. And it's starting to continue on. So let's spin again here. And another one. So we're saving money right and left here. We'll spin again. And again, these color streaks do not hurt us any. And that's another black 26. Well, I guess, yeah, another one. We did have another one of those. We'll spin again here. My goodness. And we ran out of time, so we probably won't have time to see this through. But let's see how many black numbers we can get in a row here. Okay, it finally ended with 30 red. And that dropped us back to 60. We'll do one more spin here, which would be opposite black for 160. And we'll end it after this spin. Okay, and we lost it. So obviously the next step here would be to to spin until the red color streak ends, and then we would go to 320. But then we still have plenty of room to get our money back with the $2,000 bankroll. And again, you just spin until the color streak ends. And but I can't wait to share with you this new system coming up here. We'll go ahead and finish this one off. Just place the last bet here, which would be 320 on red. And if we whether we win or lose this one, we'll go into the next system here. Okay, so there we go. And I just wanted to have a little closure on that system, and so we ended up 220 up. But at 15 minutes, we did not have that, so we'll take that into consideration with the new system. But I wanted to show you everything you needed to know about System 9, because it is a really good system. You just need bankroll and patience to make it work well. And the cool thing about it is that you take advantage of the chop, and then when you have color streaks, you don't bet. So it's pretty awesome. All right, though, now it is time for the new system by Clyde, though. He says this is spectacular. I can't wait to share it with you. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, the time is finally here for the new Triangulation Revelation by Clyde. Let's go ahead and place the bets. And we're going to have, to start out here, we're going to have one there. And let's see here. One right here. And let's place the rest of them. Okay, and then we're going to have a $5 bet on first and third 12. This is a $19 total bet. And you can see the triangles there. You can also play this with $3 where the singles are and $15 where the fives are. Or you can go even up further depending on your table and put $5 where the ones are and put 25 on the first and third 12. But let's go ahead and spin. We have dollars out there, and then we have the $5 bets on the first and third. That's a 32 red. Okay, that's a nice $23 win to start. Fantastic. So when that happens, we'll just rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 14 red. Okay, that is a small loss, so we just keep the bets the same. We're still at 19 here, which is the base level. That's a 22 black. And that's a $19 loss. So when we have a full loss, we're going to double the bet. So now we're at 38 total. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 10 black. Okay, that's a partial loss, so we keep the bet the same. We're still at 38 here. Again, this is the Triangulation Revelation by Clyde. And he loves this, so I can't wait to see how it does for the rest of the 15 minutes here. And we're just going to rebet and spin. We're going to stay at 38. Here we go. That's a 2 black. That's another partial loss, so we'll just stay right here at 38. But there's a lot more that you need to know about this because there's going to be some profit goals that affect how we bet, and that's a 21 red. That's a $20 loss. Again, not full, so we just rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 20 black. That's another $20 loss. So temporarily we're minus 43, but that's okay. We're going to be patient, and we have plenty of bankroll, which I'll cover with you shortly. That's a 23 red. That's a $38 loss there, though. That means we double. So we're at 76 now. So we started at 19. We doubled one at a time, and then now we're at 76. That's a 20 black. That's a $40 loss, but it's not a full loss, so we just rebet and spin. We're minus 121, but this is a $2,000 bankroll system. So that's very important. You probably don't need that much, but it definitely helps to have it. And there's a $92 win, so let's check that out. So you can see on that one we hit the 8 black, and we hit the first 12, and then we hit 2 of the corners. So that was a really good win. You can see we're not in session profit though. So let's go ahead and put that back there. Just one moment. Let's see here. Let me make sure. I think one came off there. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. We'll stay right there. We're 3 minutes in out of 15. Then once we get in session profit, we'll go ahead and I'm going to share some profit goals with you on this one as well. And there's another $93 win. So we're up 64 now. Once you're up $50 with this one at this level, you go ahead and reset. And now if you play with the higher units, first of all, let's go ahead and place the bets again. Let's go back to the original 19. And I took a few too many off there. There we go. Now we're back to the original bet. And if you do play at higher levels, like when you play at the with 3 and then 15 where the 5s are, it'll be higher than a $50 goal. It'd be $100. But let's go ahead and rebet and spin again here. We're gonna try to get another $50 of profit with this one. And that's a 22 black. There's a $19 loss. That's a full loss, so we double the bet. We're up 41 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. We're 4 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 4 black. And I'll cover all the rest of that as we go through here. There's a $10 win. We're up 51. We'll just rebet and spin. So our next $50 goal would be $100 because we got to 50. That's a 21 red. Okay. That's a $20 loss, which is not a full loss, so we just rebet and spin. And it'd be great to hit the 12s, with 2 of the corners. And that's a $10 win. We'll take it. We're up 41. Again, trying to get up to a $100 profit now before we reset. That's a 19 red. And that's a loss, and that's a full loss. So we double again. But we have plenty of bankroll to do so. We're at 76 right now. We're 5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 28 black. That's a $16 loss, partial loss, so we just rebet and spin. And let's get some good wins here. Come on. We still have plenty of time. That's a 17 black. That's a nice $32 win. So we're up 19. We're trying to get up 100 because we already passed our $50 profit level. And that's a 36 red. Okay, that's a $20 win. We're up 39. Stay right here at 76, and let's see what we get. That's a 22 black. That's a total loss, so we're going to need to double, but we have the bankroll to do so. We're minus 37, trying to get up 100 here. And that's a 2 black. That's a $32 loss, but not a total loss, so we just rebet and spin. We're being patient. We have bankroll. We just need some good hits here, and that's a 23 red. That's another total loss. Okay, so we double again to 304, which doesn't happen too often with this one. Let's go ahead and spin again here. We're 6 minutes and 20 seconds in. That's a 6 black. That's an $80 win. We'll stay right here, though, because we're not to that $100 profit level. And let's hope for some better numbers here in the next half here. And that's a 17 black. That's a $128 win. We're minus 13. We stay right here. And let's get some more wins. It's a 3 red. That's a $64 loss, but not a total loss, so we just stay the same. And it's rare to get up this high in the progression with this one, but we had a bunch of close losses there. But there's a $224 win. Let's check that out. And that's because we hit the 9, which, man, that's fantastic. The 9 has 2 of the corners, and then it also has the first 12 there. So we're up 147. Now we can go back to the original $19 bet. Our goal was 100. Our next goal would be 150. And let's get it back to 19 here where we started. And our next goal would be 150, but we're almost there. So we're back to base level again with dollars on the corners and 5s on the first and third 12. And that's a 0 there. That's a total loss, so let's go ahead and double the bet. Again, our next profit goal is 150. We were almost there, but we lost that one. Now we're going to double the bet to 38. We're 8 minutes in out of 15. That's a 25 red. That's an $8 loss. That won't hurt us much. We'll just keep the bets the same because that's not a total loss. And here we go. That is a 17 black. I believe that's a loss. No, I'm sorry, that's a win. That's just a $16 win. We're up 136. Let's rebet and spin. Again, our next profit goal is 150. And that's a 20 black. That's a $20 loss. Okay, so again, that's not a full loss. So let's rebet and spin. Let's try to get to 150 profit. That's a 27 red. It's a small loss, so we keep the bet the same. We're up 108, but we're trying to get to 150 now. That's a 14 red. That's a $2 loss, so we'll just rebet and spin. Unless you lose the whole thing, you keep the bet the same until you reach your next profit goal. And that's a 00, so we know we lost that one bad. And now we need to double again from 38 to 76. We're only up 68 now, but we're trying to still get to that 150 profit level. And that's a 25 red. Okay, that's a partial loss, so we just rebet and spin at 76. We're 9.5 minutes in out of 15. Still got plenty of time to catch a good run here. And that's a $4 loss, so we'll keep the bet the same. We're at $76 bet right now. This is with... let's see, and that's a 12 red there. That's a nice $20 win. We'll take it. We're up 68, trying to get to 150. Here we go. That's a 4 black. That's a $20 win. We'll take it. It's getting a little closer to 150. Let's rebet and spin at 76. We're 10 minutes in now out of 15. That's a 27 red. That's a partial loss, so we'll rebet and spin. We hit third 12, but we missed the other bets there. That's a 15 black. That's a $40 loss, but not a full loss. We're up 32. We'll rebet at 76, and we're being patient here, and I think we're going to get some good hits before this is all said and done. That's a $20 win. We're up 52. Let's spin again at 76, and let's see if we can hit a couple corners and a 12 at the same time. That's a 27 red. That's a partial loss. We're up 36 right now. We'll just rebet and spin at 76, and we're 11 minutes in out of 15. That's a 29 black. There we go. There's a $20 win at least. We're up 56. We'll stay right here, and we need to try to get one of those numbers that is a jackpot. That's a 20 black, and I don't believe that's a win. That's a partial loss, so we'll just rebet and spin. We're only up 16 right now, still trying to get to our next profit goal of 150, and we still have plenty of time to do so. That's a 19 red, and that's a total loss, so we're going to double the bet now to 152. I dropped this to minus 60, but don't worry, we still have plenty of time with this one. We have about 3.5 minutes left, and that's a 9 red. That's a $112 win. That's more like it. We're up 52. We'll just rebet and spend, again, trying to get to 150 before we reset. That's our next, each $50 is a reset, and that's a 9 red. That's another $112 win. Back to back, we're up 164. We just hit our profit goal. So that means we go back to the original $19 bet. So we've been patient, and it's finally paying off. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and spin. We're 12 minutes and 12 seconds in out of 15. That's a 17 black. That's a win. We'll take it, and we're up 172 now. So you can probably figure out our next profit goal is $200. 50 at a time. That's a 12 red. And if you do start with higher increments, that you would go 100 at a time. But with this one, 50 at a time is about right. And we're up 177. Let's spin again here. And that's 11 black. That's a $5 win. So we'll just rebet and spin. We're up 182, trying to get to 200. Here we go. 13 minutes in out of 15. And that's not good. That's a 0, so we're going to double the bet, which we only do on total losses. This is a $38 bet. We have first and third covered. My goodness, though, we got to double again. That's another double 0. That's not lucky at all. But so we're at 76 now. We're still up 125, but we want to get some wins so we can get to that $200 profit level. And that's a 20 black, and that's a loss. That's a $40 partial loss. So we'll leave the bet the same. We're up 85 right now, but still a minute and a half left to get some good hits here. And that's a 6 black. That's a nice $20 win. We'll take it. We're up 105. We'll just rebet and spin. Here we go. We tried to hit the zeros again, but that's a 27 red. But that's a partial loss, so we'll keep the bet the same. We're still at 76 here, and we have a minute left. Here we go. Let's hit some good ones. That's a 34 red. That's a $20 win. We'll take it. We're up 109. We'll rebet at 76 here. And that's a 17 black. That's a good one. That's a nice $32 win, so we're up 141. We'll stay at 76 here till we reach our $200 profit level. It's a 35 black. That's a nice $56 win, and we're only $3 short of our profit goal. Let's see if we can get one more win here. That's a 22 black. And that's a total loss. Let's go ahead and double the bet from... and now we have 152 total. Here we go. It's a 31 black. That's a $40 win, and we just ran out of time. So we made $161 in profit with Clyde's new triangulation revelation. and that worked pretty well. So thank you, Clyde, for sending that one in. As always, make sure you test both these systems. And on your simulator, you can use Roulette Royale or whatever you like to use. But remember to share in the comments your results so that everyone in the community can benefit. And they'll help you out. You help them out. That's what it's all about. And that's the smart way to do it. Don't take any of these systems straight to the casino. You want to test them first, and you want to look in the comments to see how everyone else did. And that'll give you a really good chance of doing well at the casino. But both these systems did really well. We'll give the nod to this one since I went a little bit over the time limit with System 9, but they both ended up doing really well. And but thank you, Clyde, for sending this one in. Really enjoyed it. And remember to send in the systems to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Again, that's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. There's a really good chance I'll select your system because I do a new one every single day, 365 days a year. Every single day I pick one of your guys' emails at roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And then after I test it on the channel at 7 a.m. Central Time. And then you guys test it afterwards, share your results. And I think it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And I'd love to see your guys' system. So keep sending them in. And again, System 9 did really well today. And this new one from Clyde, the Triangulation Revelation, made $161 in 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.